Hello everyone, I am 35 weeks pregnant and I don't know the sex of the baby. So today I thought we would go through these old wives' tales to predict the sex of the baby. I made a video a while ago about why I'm not finding out the sex of the baby, so I'm not going to cover that in this video. But if you want to know, if you're curious, I'll try and remember to leave that video link down below. I'm just going to say right away that I don't believe in anything that I can't physically see. This is just for the bands, and in, who knows, a month? 6 weeks, we'll find out the answer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's different things that you look at about your body and how your pregnancy is, and those things will determine whether it's a boy or a girl. I have this list on the fridge from my baby shower where people predicted it, and it's actually kind of even in my life. A lot of our family members believe it's a boy and a lot of my friends believe it's a girl, but obviously that has absolutely nothing to do with this. So yeah, we're just gonna go through these and I'm gonna write them down and then we're gonna tally it up at the end and we'll see how many points girls and boys got. Let me just read the info stuff first, and also, it is quite messy in the background. I have reached this point in pregnancy where I am too fucking exhausted to really do anything at all. So setting up to film a video is already too much. So tidying up in the background, no. And also the flat is kind of in a transitional stage from 2 people living here to 3 people living here and the third person needing a lot of things. So that's that. You don't need to apologize for being a real person. Old wives' tales have been used for centuries to predict the sex of babies during pregnancy. With all the pregnancy symptoms you might be feeling, it's only natural to question whether it's because you are carrying a boy or a girl. Okay. As fun as these predictors are, they are most definitely tales and should be used for entertainment and to pass the time during your first, second, and third trimesters. And I am obviously in my 3rd trimester. We're in the final stretch. Some old wives' tales may be right, and others may prove to be wrong. In modern times, old wives' tales are most popular for gender reveal party games. Whether you are planning a gender reveal party or just curious, here's your list of baby gender prediction old wives' tales. Skin changes during pregnancy. We're starting off with a real cool one, okay? Pregnancy hormones are the root cause of your skin changes. The fluctuations can cause your skin to either dry out or produce more oily, acne-prone skin. Therefore, old wives' tales claim that if you do not have a surge in acne, you might be carrying a boy. If you do not have a surge, yeah, I do not, definitely, I haven't had any acne. I've been pretty lucky when it comes to skin. So that is 1 point for boy. If you're breaking out all over your face and body and you normally do not have excessive acne, you may be carrying a girl. They say girls steal their mother's looks. And then we have some more body appearance changes. Areola, skin around the nipple, becomes dark. Boy. Areola unchanged, predicts girl. Well, mine are getting darker, so that is another point for boy. Face shape appears long and lean. Boy. Face shape is round. Girl. I'm not sure about this one because I definitely feel like I've gotten a little bit of a double chin, but I don't think my face has gotten that puffy, but I don't think my face appears long and lean, so I'm gonna give a point for girl. First point for girl. Right breast is larger than the left equals boy. Left breast is larger than the right equals girl. Okay, 1 second. I need to go and check this. Okay, so I would say my left one is bigger than the right one, so 1 point for girl. Hair, leg hair, and fingernails growing fast predicts you are pregnant with a boy. No noticeable growth, girl. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any noticeable growth. So another point for girl. Shape of your belly, used in 2nd and 3rd trimester. The shape of your belly is round like a basketball. Boy. The shape of your stomach is flat like a watermelon. Girl. I've been saying that I feel like I walk around with like a beach ball or something. I do feel that my stomach is quite round. I definitely wouldn't describe it as flat. I'm not gonna actually show you my belly because for some reason I feel a little weird about it, but I wore the most like tight fitting dress I have so that you can see it like, you know, as good as possible. But I definitely would describe it as round. So yeah, we'll conclude with round like a basketball. So another point for boy. Carrying low predicts that you are pregnant with a boy. Carrying high means you might be carrying a girl. Again, used during 2nd and 3rd trimester. As this is my first pregnancy, I don't really have any experience with like carrying and what is high and what is low, but I also do think that it's low. I googled like carrying high and carrying low and I definitely identify more with the low part. With my limited experience and knowledge, let's just say carrying low, so it's another point for boy. Okay, baby's heart rate, boy or girl. Your baby's heart will start to beat around 6 weeks pregnant and your doctor will be able to hear it and measure the BPM, beats per minute. According to this modern old wives' tale, if your baby's BPM is below 140, you might be pregnant with a baby boy. If your baby's heartbeat is above 140. This theory suggests you're having a baby girl. Yeah, this is a myth. I know a lot of people think this is real. There's no science to back this up, so I do not believe it. My baby's heart rate has consistently been above 140, so that's another point for girl. I'm not gonna do the ring on a string gender prediction test. I'm so sorry, I'm just so tired. I can't do it. Pregnancy dreams can predict if you're having a boy or a girl. Common dreams if you're having a boy. Snakes, blue baby items or balloons, skyscrapers, tall buildings, cars, steps, ladders, staircases. Common dreams if you're pregnant with a girl. Fish, cats, jewelry, clothing, pink baby items or balloons. I can't really say that I've been dreaming about either of these things. I don't have any patterns to my dreams that really align with this. The most fascinating old wives' tale for dreaming that many pregnant women claim to be true. If you dream of a baby boy, they say you are having a girl. If you dream about a baby girl, you may be pregnant with a boy. In any case, your dreams will likely become more vivid and profound when you're pregnant due to the physical and emotional life changes. Yeah, my dreams are crazy right now, but whenever I'm dreaming about the baby, it still doesn't have a gender. I talked about this in the video where I explained why I'm not finding out the sex of the baby, but whenever I imagine myself with the baby, or I dream about it, or I think about the baby, it doesn't have an assigned sex. Like, it's just a gender neutral baby, if that makes sense. Okay, pregnancy weight gain. Boy or girl? Are you gaining a lot of weight or more than you should be during your first, second, or third trimester? Also, if you're gaining weight in your thighs and butt, this tale myth says that you're pregnant with a boy. Or if you're only getting weight in your belly and hips, you might be pregnant with a girl. Okay, my body looks pretty much the same. I've just gained on my stomach and my hips, so I'm gonna give a girl a point. If dad is gaining weight with you, it might be a type of sympathy or jealousy of giving into your craving symptom. Or according to old wives' tales, you may be pregnant with a boy. If dad is not gaining weight, you might be pregnant with a girl. Well, the dad has not gained weight, so then we're gonna give the girl a point. Pregnancy food cravings. If you're pregnant with a baby boy, old wives' tales say you are craving meat and salty foods. Sweet treat cravings, you might be having a girl. Then they're listing a whole lot of foods and stuff. I'm not really craving one specific thing. Some days I really want chocolate, some days I really want crisps. I don't have any like specific cravings, I would say. So I'm not really gonna give anyone a point here because like I'll crave all of these things, just depends on the day. And then we have the hairline gender test, but that's for a sibling, and this is my first baby, so we can't do that one. And then it's about this is also for a sibling, but it's the toddler's interest in baby bump, and I find that kind of cute, but I don't have any. This one doesn't have any siblings yet. This is the first sibling. Then we have the baking soda and urine pH levels, but I'm not gonna do that. I have hyperemesis. I'm not gonna be messing around with pee. Morning sickness, boy or girl baby. A common old wives' tale is that the worse your morning sickness is, the more likely you're having a girl. Supposedly, the hormones of a female baby make the mom very sick. Boys tend to cause little, if any, morning sickness. I think this has been proven kind of like opposite with my friends' experiences. However, according to recent studies, this trend and correlation of this theory apply only to pregnant women who have the most severe type of morning sickness called hyperemesis gravidarum. I have hyperemesis, so another point for girl then. Okay, we are done. Oh my god, the kids upstairs are blowing bubbles. I just saw like loads of them fly by. I usually just get annoyed with them because they mess around so much upstairs, like they go crazy and make a lot of noise, but that was actually kind of cute. Okay, so my amazing research shows that it will be a girl. Boy has 4 points and girl has 7 points. My partner and I personally think it will be a boy, but we obviously have no reason of knowing this. The only person who knows this probably doesn't even remember. It's our midwife, because she obviously saw it at our 20-week scan, but as the sex is not medical information or like important at all, it's obviously not written down anywhere, and especially like, we didn't want to know anyway. I'm pretty sure she does not remember because she sees a lot of pregnant people, so like why would she even remember that, you know? But lots of people, like my doctor, whenever I go for a checkup, like she always says he, like accidentally, but she also thinks it's a boy. She doesn't know, like she hasn't done ultrasound or anything, like she does not know. But it's just yeah, it's kind of fun to, you know, think about, but I definitely think finding out at the birth will be the most fun thing. But yeah, speaking of the birth, we are not that far away from it actually. Well, hopefully. As I am 25 weeks, I'm 25 plus 1, so we're in week 36 of the pregnancy. So we are getting really close. I am officially heavily pregnant. I've already shown you what the bump looks like now, but let's just show off the good old thing. I won't have it for that much longer, and maybe I'll end up missing it. I still forget that it's there. I still bump into things, and it's been there, and it's been big for, you know, like 10 weeks now, and I still just forget it's there. I forget how much room I take up, and the belly is quite like sensitive, so if I like try to push my chair in too much, like it's not comfortable. Like when I bump the belly, like it's not nice, and I feel bad because I don't want to like bump the kid, but obviously it's protected in there. So getting to this point for me was quite cute. Like last week when I reached like 34 weeks completed. I was born at 34 weeks, so reaching that point felt like quite a milestone for me, just because I kind of feel reassured because I was totally fine. I have no issues. Obviously 34 weeks is quite late in pregnancy, so I guess most babies that are born that early, like they don't really have any lasting issues and whatnot. I was premature because I was a twin, so it's not like I am high risk for an early delivery, not by any means. I'm really excited for this baby to come out, but I wanted to stay in there till it's not premature. And yeah, I am in week 36, but I still have hyperemesis. So to everyone who said that, oh, it'll be over soon, like, you know, when I was in like week 15 and I was like, well, this is never gonna end. And people were like, oh, like you should feel better soon. No, I'm gonna feel better when the baby comes out. It's not gonna end now. I still vomit, you know, I still feel sick all the time. Regular, good old hyperemesis, you know? But it could be so much worse. It could be something actually dangerous. It's much easier for me to be positive about it now because I know like at least like 6 weeks it will be over. I don't have to deal with this for that much longer. And you know, I've already dealt with it since October, so we can do this. We have to do this, like there's no option, obviously. One thing that's gotten increasingly worse, and it probably is not helped by the fact that I am getting bigger and, you know, heavier and it's hard to move and all of that. I am just struggling with the hot flashes. Like I'm so warm all the time. And also like the weather has just suddenly turned around and gotten a lot hotter, so I haven't really had time to adjust. I don't know how people are pregnant in the summer, like heavily pregnant in the summer. What the hell? How do you do it? But you have to. It's just like everything else that's hard about pregnancy, you just have to do it. Like I probably already expressed, I'm very excited for the birth. I've been watching shows like One Born Every Minute or something. It's like a midwife show in the UK. Whenever someone actually gives birth and like gets the baby in their arms, I'm just like, I want that to be me. I want to meet my baby. I'm so ready to just have it here. Well, obviously, I need to sort out this place first, but it's not gonna be here for a little while. We put the car seat in, or the base of the car seat. We don't have the car seat yet because there's been like a problem with the production and they've had to pull them back and then like replace everyone's car seats and stuff, so ugh, it's a whole ordeal. And just because I'm very stubborn and I want the specific color that happens to be very popular, we're having to wait till like the last minute. I hope it's here soon. Oh, it makes me stressed. Now I'm gonna talk about something more scary, so trigger warning. I am totally fine, baby's totally fine, but if you don't like hearing about like the scary parts of pregnancy, that's what I'm going to talk about now, just so you know. Last Saturday, so a week ago, we couldn't get the baby to move, and my baby moves a lot. Like people even see it like through my dress all the time, and we can usually get it to move when we interact with it, or like if I lay on my left side and my partner talks to it and all of that, and we couldn't make it move. So we called the hospital and we went in for like a reduced movement checkup. So they put me on the monitor and just had me drink a glass of like sugary squash to get my blood sugar up, because they suspected that my blood sugar was quite low, and it was. I hadn't eaten well that day. I'd had like a big gap in eating, so I'm trying to not do that anymore because that was fucking scary. But everything was fine. On the monitor you could see like baby's movements and whatever, and you could see their heart rate going up whenever they were moving, but we could also see contractions, like very early contractions in my uterus, and that was kind of wild because I can't feel it. Like it's just super early, like the uterus is just preparing for labor. Like I'm not in labor, but it kind of just gave me a, oh my god, my body is preparing to give birth. And it made me a little bit stressed because I have like 2 weeks left at work and I have this project that I need to finish. The deadline is the same day as my last day at work. So I'm just like, please do not go into labor before that. Also because it would be very nice. In Norway, your maternal leave like starts 3 weeks before your due date, so that you know, you don't have to work all the way up until your due date, which is very nice. And I would like, you know, I don't need my baby to wait till the due date, but just like at least wait like a week into that like first maternity leave kind of thing, just so I can kind of just be like, oh, okay, I fucking did it. You know, because I saw this meme early in my pregnancy and it said something along the lines of like, oh, you're asking me to go to hell, like I'm already in hell because I'm working and I'm pregnant. And yeah, it's fucking hard. I'm at 50% sick leave and that's a huge help, but I'm so tired all the time and it's rough. And I'm so grateful that, you know, I get to have those 3 weeks or however long it ends up being before the baby is born, I don't have to work all the way up until the due date. And obviously I'm super grateful for the fucking maternity leave system in Norway. I'm very grateful for that, don't get me wrong. But working while pregnant, it's hard. It's also very rewarding and I need something to fill my days with, which is also why I've been so into YouTube after my pregnancy, because I can't leave the house much because of my hyperemesis. It's fucking embarrassing to be puking all over the place. So this is the most accessible thing I can do, and it's very meaningful to me. So yeah, the reason why I wanted to include the reduced movement thing, I wasn't actually going to, but then I just thought, actually this is important to talk about, because you might feel like you're a bother, you're a burden or something if you go in just because you're worried, but you really should. They're there to help you. And I live in a small town. My hospital is very welcoming. Like, they're like, well, just come in. Like, if you're worried, come in. We'll do a check. They're very good like that. And I know not everyone has that privilege, but if you can, like, go and get it checked out if it's something you're worried about, especially reduced movements, because it's terrifying. And you hear these stories of people who go full term and then the baby's heart just stops beating. You know it happens, and it happens, you know, without any symptoms or without any reason or anything. So getting it checked out, definitely, like, if this happens again, I will go in again. You can't relax if you don't do it. And I definitely got to experience like how quickly you can just go to the conclusion that something bad has happened. I spiraled down immediately. Like, it was hard to even like call the hospital. But yeah, I just wanted to include it just to encourage people. You are the pregnant one and you're the one who knows what the baby's movements feel like in your stomach, and you can tell if something changes. And if something doesn't feel right, it's definitely just better to get it checked out, because if you don't, like, you might end up regretting it forever. This felt like a very dark note to end the video on, but I just think it's important to talk about the hard things as well. And like, it is scary to be pregnant because it's so out of your control. We're not used to being this out of control, because like, we can't see the baby, we can't see that it's doing fine. We feel it most of the time, like it's moving around now, that's for sure. But we are, like, it is scary, and I'm excited for it to be over soon. I'm so excited to meet this baby. I cannot wait. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining of some sorts, and also maybe encouraging. I really enjoy making videos on here, and thank you so much for following along on this crazy new adventure of my life, this new chapter that is absolutely wild. And yeah, I shall see you later. Bye.